Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. How are you doing today? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are watching this. So I am outside of the Ingles. I'm actually pulled over in the shade area because it is so hot. It's like 84 degrees here, but the heat index is way higher than that. So let's get straight into it. So this is not a long intro. You guys, I appreciate you all supporting and leaving tips for each other in the comments. That is really appreciated. So good news, bad news, right? Good news, which one do you want first? Let me know how you like getting it. Good news first, bad news first, bad news first, good news first. Either way it go, I'm gonna give it to you straight, no chaser. So good news is the ports in Shanghai have opened up. They are almost 100%. They are at about 95%. I took a little notes. I think I'm gonna buy me a iPad. So the good news is that the Shanghai ports back up and running at almost 95%. Bad news is the road freight traffic is still congested. So ports have almost fully recovered from this lockdown. What, 2 months, 3 months now? That was supposed to be 2 weeks initially, and people were, going hungry over there. They were locking people in cages over there. I'm just flashing you back to all of that, because all of that can happen again. Okay, if their numbers start to tick back up, they've already said that they will lock certain sections back down. And all of this has affected the global supply chain. From food to electronics, car parts, you name it, it has affected it. So it's saying they do expect more shipping congestion. The ports have improved, but the trucking has not. And I know that I've said that to you guys before in previous videos, that there is an issue. Even though when they were on that lockdown, they were running about 30%. Okay, so they did not have the trucks to move the items. So I'm just going to read what they had. They said, the port has improved, but the trucking has not. Shortages of drivers and vehicles to deliver the goods to and from the port still exist today. So while the lockdown of Shanghai is slowly being lifted, the production and supply chains will likely be felt for months, meaning throughout the rest of this year. And guys, honestly, they didn't say it, but this is gonna last well into 2023 before you start to see anything change. And that all comes into play if they don't go back on another lockdown. So companies will start to reopen. Some of them have already started to reopen, which will put even more strain on the goods being delivered to make up for lost time. So all of those companies that are now coming back onto line, that closed down certain plants and stuff because the workers had to be on lockdown. Even the American companies that are over there now are starting to reopen back up. The thing is, everybody opening back up at the same time is almost like how I say when people wake up here and everybody wake up at the same time, they're going to rush the stores and they're going to snatch everything in sight. And it's going to cause panic buying and more severe food shortages down the road. Same thing applies here with all these companies coming back online with their production. Everybody's ramping up, trying to get their items out. But hey, there is a shortage of drivers and vehicles to get those containers from and to that port. From the factories to the port, vice versa. It says they still have a backlog of cargo, 260,000 20-foot containers, which haven't been shipped since April. So they still got to ship out stuff from April when they went on the lockdown That stuff hasn't been moved. Now you're going to add more things on top of it. Remember I did the video, I think it was called Container Crunch or something like that. Go back and look at that. I'll try to link it in there if I remember, or in the description show area. I will try to put that video in there. But they're just piling and piling and piling. And now with the lockdown being lifted and more people out and about, and workers are able to go, and companies are now pushing stuff out, that's more containers that are going to stack. That's not good. That is not good. Even though they're back up and running, it's not good because they don't have enough manpower to get things going. So it says the global container distribution is already stressed and will be even more stressed in the months to come, all the way into the end of the year. And quite frankly, I'm personally saying all the way into 2023. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Now we're about to go into the Ingles. I don't really come to this store, but I want to get a few items that I didn't get, just didn't have time to do it. So y'all take care. If this information was informative, please, you guys, give it a like, share it out for more people to see, and leave me some comments down below. Let me know what's going on in your area. Let me know about your fuel prices, because that is continuing to go up. And that too is going to play really big over there and here in the United States. So y'all take care, stay safe. I love you, but God truly loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. And when you are, you can go out and spread God's love with distance if you have to. And if you need to give that good old churchy hug, then you go ahead and hug somebody today, okay? So thank you guys again for coming in. And let's get into the video. So I want to apologize. I think I said Ingles and it's IGA. I don't know if it's the same store or not. Of course, I'm editing on the go, so you hear my air conditioner because it is hot out here. Produce was a small section, but it looked okay. So as we went through the store, I could see some sales are still existing in this store. So the IGA, if you have one in your area, would probably be a great place to go and stock up your pantry. They also had a decent supply of canning goods, all the way from vinegar to lids to jars. Any kind of seasoning you need to put in your jars, they had it here. Peanut butter was still looking a little low. That area is short. Rice was looking pretty good. They had a couple of sales in there on some things, and the beans were stacked up, but they only have this little small section here. Over here you see empty spaces. You'll start to see front facing as well of some items. Also, if you want to save a few bucks, you don't want to get that Sam's card, Costco card that costs you $45, $55, you can also come here. They have bulk buys in the store as well. I've never seen a can of tuna this size in a regular grocery store, but they also had beans, greens, all of them. I'm not about to sing that song, y'all. I could not get a lot of pics or videos of certain areas like the pasta owl. I could only get this pic because they were working on that owl, and I didn't want anybody to tell me not to record for you guys. So also when I got over to the meat department, oh, by the way, this oil expensive. When I got to the meat department, I still couldn't take any videos because it was too many customers over there. But the meat department was full. The prices, you could catch some sales, and in other areas it was way too much for my pocket. Don't forget to stock up on your water, 1 gallon per person in your household per day. Also get your charcoal. It is storm season. If the lights and power go out, you'll still be able to cook outside. Get your paper plates, get your cups. I don't care what anybody tell you that is a waste of your money. Okay, let them live their life and you live yours. Also, if you need feminine products, go ahead and get those. Don't forget your oral hygiene products as well. Get stocked up, you guys. So here is my prepper pantry haul for today. I got 2 cans of the tomato and okra, 2 cans of the okra, tomato and corn right there, 3 of these right here. One's for the pantry upstairs for use. The other 2 go downstairs in the long-term pantry. And I got some of these sugar cookies, some coleslaw for the egg rolls I'm making tonight from scratch, and watermelon with seed. It's been hard for me to find watermelon with seeds. If you can find something with seeds in it, I'm going to use this in my smoothie, but some of the seeds will be in my smoothie. Some I will seed save so I don't have to buy any.